and and Rob, they can review over it.
All right, well, we're recording, so let's just go ahead and review real quick. So just a quick review, guys. Every morning, first thing you should do is make sure you have the flow chart printed out. And make sure you have it with you at all times. If you want to download it to your phone, read it off there, however you want to do it, that's fine. But I would definitely make sure you have this in front of you, because all of your questions will be answered depending on your actions. You know, if you manually change the deal, an automation happens. Manually send a go-to, then this flows right through. There's yes, no, and you can't get lost all the way through collecting the payment. Once that happens, you manually collect the info. You click 1 in the CRM, and then try and fill out as much GPA, SAT, if you can get it. That's even better for the info manager. So you want to try and get as much info as you can as a sales manager. Make sure you have your flow chart. And then again, go into the CRM. First thing you do is go into deals and look in deals under info manager or sales manager to see which ones are ready to go. New leads, this is new. They came in. Nobody's taken them over yet. There's a ton of basketball in here, volleyball. I remember there was some baseballs in here. There's a track. There's a cheerleading, soccer. Again, this softball, this is a dead lead, but I'm going to go through this so you guys can see this. This is another softball lead. This guy is actually a coach, and he just wanted to see how the process goes. So it's not technically a legitimate sale that can be had, but I'm just going to go ahead and take it over. I say Ryan is the sales manager. I say Ryan's email is who I want everything to go out to from now on regarding this guy. And now it knows who it's sending from and all of that. And now I simply go into the lead selector here. It's not a new lead anymore. It is now lead assigned. So if we go back over to
real quick, when you go back over that last step, because I think this is where we're missing people, is when they take the lead over, they also need to click on their email so they know what's being sent. Am I right?
Correct, because it will not, it doesn't know which automation, guys. It doesn't know which automation to send. So let's say you go to do your first Calendly setup, right? Sales Austin. Well, check this out. Nothing happens unless the deal was assigned to Austin. So if he doesn't go in there and assign it to himself, this sales meeting email that goes out
doesn't go.
And if you notice, it has Austin's name right here in it, so it's a nice and customized. But look at this. Click here to schedule a meeting. Well, how do they do that? It's going to ASRUS Austin's Calendly, which is tied into your Gmail calendar. So all those stuff in the new hire has to happen so that all of this stuff is tied together. It seems a little overwhelming, but if you guys haven't watched the video, I really recommend watching it 3 times minimum. 3 times. The first one, get your head around it. Second time, you'll absorb a little more, and the third time, you should have it mastered. It's just one of
the YouTube is one different from Ryan. It's a specific one. Ryan, send that while we're talking about it. Send that to me right now so I can send it to everybody in the room. I just sent them what you said before. Send it to my Stover 24 so everybody in the room can get that also.
Which one? I apologize. Which one are you talking about? What do you want me to resend?
The CRM video, the CRM training video.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me pull that up real quick. Here, check this out, guys. I'm glad you guys are all on there, and thank you for bringing that up. If I go into YouTube right now, we already have an ASRUS demo in here. So if you just go and search ASRUS, we have right here my channel. There's a couple of our videos that are on some of our demo accounts for skills videos, but here's the actual video.
Okay, so that's okay.
When I said it was a YouTube video. Okay. Yeah, I watched it too, but I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
You know, it
makes more sense now when you go back.
Well, I think that's why it was important to have the meeting so we can kind of go through this stuff, because I learn something new every time you go through it. So, and now I can see a few things that we're missing. You know, a lot of times I can see, okay, once they get it, they lead aside. But if you don't put your email, don't go down to the email thing and click on your email, then it goes nowhere. So
it goes nowhere.
Yeah, and these are the things, once you get used to doing it and you're doing it every day, it just becomes second nature. Because I'm like you, Rob, when I first watched the video and I sent it to Chuck and them, we were all kind of confused. And I did like you said, Ryan, I had to stop it and go over it again and go over it again so I understood it better.
And to be quite honest, I had to go over the video a couple of times. I know what I'm doing. When I'm doing it, I know what the heck I'm doing. But to have to, when someone calls and like, hey, what do I do at this part? I'm like, crap. Hold on, let me think again. It's new to me too, guys. I'm very familiar with CRMs, but this one is different than other ones I've used. So I'm still figuring out their little details. Like I was doing the same thing. And that's what threw us back at one point where Craig's like, I'm like, yeah, everybody's up and ready. And I didn't go in, if you guys look at this real quick, not to bore you, but just to let you know, when I go into these automations, I'm going, why in the hell are these things not working? I got them all in here. Check this out, right up top, inactive and active. When you create them, they're all inactive. And I'm going, son of a biscuit, man. I sat there and did 25 damn automations, spent 2 hours putting it together, and I just didn't click the active button, so they weren't working. So just stuff like that.
But that's the good thing, because we're all ground floor and we're learning together. And I think, you know, as we go through this, as we hire more people and bring more people on, we know what the clicks are now, you know. And it's better to do this now than having 5,000 customers sit there and wait for a phone call.
Right, which you know, hey, not to sound like I'm busting balls here, but maybe a little bit I am. This should be clean every day. The new lead, that's people that have signed up. We need to get those things moving. Get them up out of the new lead and get them into the sign.
You know what?
That was 2 weeks ago.
Ryan, I'm not super sure. I think his name is Juan Carlos. I was speaking with the representative of GoToMeeting because we were changing stuff in there, and I actually demoed him. And I think that's Juan Carlos. Could you pull that one up?
Right there, soccer.
Which one is it?
Right
I think it's Juan Carlos, the soccer league.
You just pressed it. Right above that.
This one?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go. Yep, let's do it right now. So there's your, look at, how did you hear about us? They put a referral, right?
Right.
So someone referred them.
Yeah, I did.
I'm looking in here.
Okay, yeah, it is.
And right there, specify other, Daryl. Daryl got referred. You guys need to look for that because, you know, you don't want to be, Daryl brings somebody in, we all don't want to be stealing his stuff. He did the work. Let him have his money.
Sitting there for 16 days.
So when the CRM, I guess me checking my CRM. So now I asked my own question. I gotta check this. It's actually got to go to me.
Yes. Is Chad in on this meeting?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Is Chad in on the meeting right now?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay. I had to reclaim one of the leads from Chad. today. He was getting in there and he was doing his thing and it's all good, but he got one of my and I'm looking, I'm going, where the heck's my lead? And I went in and Chad had him. I'm like, all right, he's eager. That's all right. He's working it. He's working it, but it's mine. So I'm saying right here now, Daryl, this is going to be lead assigned right now. Nothing has happened, guys. No automation has happened until I click this button. And now that I've changed the names of who you are, Daryl, you're the sales manager, your email. Now when this lead assign goes out, boom, that just got emailed to them. So now you can call them and say, hey, I just wanted to make sure, we go in here and
So Ryan, what really happened is Daryl put it. We had the lead in there. Daryl didn't check and move it.
Yep. So just to be real quick, like right here, guys, what I would be doing is I'd be going, okay, I just made this happen, right? And what I do is I literally pull this up. I take my pen and paper, write down some notes. I got Miranda. I need to call. There's my phone number. And we start talking, and as I discover what her GPA is and her ACT, these are questions I'm going to ask in the sales meeting if she's taken those tests yet. If she has, I want to fill that in. Organization, what team do you play for? What club are you at? You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. And it gives these aren't just there because it's good info for us. We need to have this info, but it's also kind of what the conversation's based around. So you can use this as your guideline. Now here's another thing. Check this out. Over here, you can add a task. So let's say you're talking to them and they say, hey, you know what? This sounds awesome. Listen, my dog just ran out of the door. We got to go chase the dog. Okay, no problem. Can you call us back, in an hour, or actually, can you call us tomorrow at this time? Absolutely. Add the task right here, you guys. You see what I mean? And it'll send you a tickler. You can send an email. You can set up a lunch. You can set up a meeting, whatever you want it to be, and add your notes in here. And, be creative, we already know the kid's birthday, but, in sales, there's little tricks, that you'll pick up on something in a conversation, and they may have been discussing with you how, they're really hoping that, the next practice they start working her out at left wing. Okay, well, that's something in your notes, and you can go, hey, you'd be looking at your notes, and you're talking to them, go, hey, did they get you in there left wing? Personalize it and get a little personal with them, and make sure they understand we're part of Team Miranda.
Ryan, go back down to the personal data. You said if it's missing something, that's what you need to jot down in your notes. So when you do contact them, you need to fill in those spots, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because our conversation is based off this.
Yeah, the ACT, there's nothing in there. There's the organization, there's nothing in there. You can see when she went down.
Yeah, again, this particular gentleman, he was from GoToMeeting, and he literally I had him while we were on the phone just to put that contact information, so he didn't have any of his daughter information in there. It was such a live call, and I was calling him in regards to some function of the GoToMeeting. So, yeah, I will respond back down if that
Well, here, if you guys want to use this as a guideline, like you're saying, it's a great idea to go, you can touch real quick, say, hey, I'm your sales manager. As soon as we get this done, I may be your info manager. You may have somebody else come in and work with you. See, it says none, so I bring that up. It's something to talk about. Keep going down. So anyways, let me ask you, how's your grades, GPA? We start talking about grades. What kind of student are you? Good. Do you have any idea what you want to do in the future? Are you already thinking that way? Get that GPA. I say, okay, well, have you looked into the ACT yet? Oh, have you? Okay, yeah, we can help you out with some of that stuff too. There's places to go for studying, and hey, how about your SAT? Have you signed up for that yet? So you see, it's like this thing just flows into what we're talking about, and then you finally get to the point of, hey, let me ask you. Now we're talking about athletics. What's the name of your team? What organization you're playing for? Boom. Now you just filled out all the personal data, and it's everything we should be discussing with them. So you use this as that kind of, guide.
Can you tell me the automation that he just got? The actual automation that he just received when you hit lead?
Say it again. I apologize. Like you're a little blurred.
Is the automation the same one like Austin, but it obviously is my name that he just received when you hit lead this time?
Yep. I'll show you what just went out. Right here, Daryl calendar setup. That's what just went out, and I'll show you what it looks like. By us saying lead assigned, they just received this.
What's your name in it? Like you wrote that.
Boom.
Got it.
And then when they click on this, Daryl, if you notice right here, I'm showing you what that link is right there, that little hyperlink. What that is, it goes right this. And that is your Calendly. And that's going to populate your calendar the second that they click on a time zone. So everybody needs to understand, once you set up your Calendly and it's in the new hire form, you need to go in there and say what your available time slots are. Like me personally.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw a new name pop up for socks, and I didn't recognize the name. Did you
It's
see
not
that?
in here. It's not in here. I saw that this morning. Somebody went straight to the dang socks. So whoever's having these discussions, we need to change our approach, guys. Everything has to be done through our website or our Facebook. And then soon our app is coming as well, which I didn't get a chance.
Who's smart enough to send them straight to socks? I don't know if
What's that?
I don't think anybody's smart enough yet to send them straight to socks.
Yeah, I know, right? Nobody really even knows that way. So I'm kind of wondering how that's happening too. I'm wondering if,
See the person information.
I don't know, man. I wonder if,
Because I can't,
Great
because
question.
we're still all learning the CRM. We can't
Well,
tell.
let's check this out. Well, let's see something real quick.
I think it's Asia.
I think so.
Yeah, he did mention about Facebook and all that other stuff. So
Right. Right?
Yeah.
Because we had an Oriental kid get in there and go straight to socks and then go into our CRM. So we don't know to send them emails.
Yeah.
So tell them to go to the Facebook,
Uh-huh.
to the Athletic Scholarships for Us Facebook, not to the Athletic Scholarships/socks. So that's going to let them create a socks profile and we won't even know.
Yeah.
But socks sends us, every time that somebody creates one, they send us an email.
Uh-huh.
And so now we're starting to get emails
And then in your system.
and they're not in our system.
Yeah.
So we don't know what to do. Okay, who is
That's
this
all
person?
going to be in our system. That's the content in the database.
How do they know to find that socks period? Can you?
Unless
Yeah, I'm gonna be having, but obviously that wasn't.
I'm on my admirals.10@gmail.com. So I will, we can fix it today.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if somebody might have been searching online, but not even Google's popping it up, so who knows? I don't know how that happened. This one right here.
Yeah, that's the one there. This is the guy's name.
Yeah, Leak Day. I don't even know who that is. And then here, there was another one.
That
There's
came
actually another one.
It doesn't say what school or anything, huh?
No.
I mean, you can go to the actual link and whatever they created will obviously their stocks page, so you'll be able to see it.
So I've been passing out business cards. Is it on the business card also?
No, they can't.
Socks is nowhere on anything. You have to go through the automation just to even find socks. So we don't understand how somebody would bypass it.
Yeah, which really, it kind of sucks for us too, because the only thing to really do, like we say, oh, okay, this Leak Day, let's go see.
Maybe they're from Jolene.
Yeah, well, what I'm getting at is this. I'm going to close this. I want to go right to Leak Dang. See, that's their sign-in. We can't even really go to them and check it out.
Yeah, I should be able to get some. Yeah.
The basketball profile for Leak Dang. Look at that. It got stuff set up, man. Where's all his info, though? Where's the basketball profile? See, we can't. If this, we could go in and go, okay, well, we got his phone number here, and we go enter his stuff into the CRM ourselves. Yeah, real quick, I'm glad that came up. If we ever wanted to add a contact, don't do it through the CRM, guys. If you want to add somebody yourself, you got all their info, just go to the website and do it. Because you could do it from here, but you know what I mean? I can drive a car with my feet. That don't mean it's a good idea. Let's just do it the way we're supposed to.
We just gotta keep protocol.
Just keep protocol. That's right. That's what I'm saying too. So, what else? What else you guys need to see?
That was nice. I like it. I think a couple of more times for me.
Oh, yeah.
Check this out too, you guys. What's going to get fun here when we start kicking some butt is I can start rocking out some campaigns out of this thing. I can start doing, obviously our automations, but I can run reports too. And that's going to get really fun when we start having some real stuff to report, and I can start setting them up, and I'll send them out to everybody, and we'll all get to see some real reports on who's closing, conversion rates, stuff like that. So, it's a lot of stuff to come. It's a pretty powerful system.
Good.
And then,
how's it going with Matt and his that whole thing?
Yeah, here and real quick, here's something I wanted to say, and then we'll go back to what you were doing. But in the info manager, right here under sales manager, go to info manager. There's a phase here, you guys. I am completed. Okay. Oops. That right there. Even if you don't, whenever you get it done, you can't forget to do this because there's an automation that even happens in that one. And the automation that happens in I am complete, check this out. I want to make sure you guys understand because it does affect our bottom dollar. Wish there was a way to get through this quicker. There's a lot of stuff, huh? So when you click that, this automation happens. When you do the I am complete, I am completed, boom, this happens. It not only takes them and sends them a thank you and we were honored to help you and all that fun stuff, but it also takes that user, you guys, and throws that user into our contact, but removes them from our list. And why is that important? Because as our bill for this software is completely dependent on our list, not our contacts. So if we're sitting there and we've already closed deals, there's no reason for us to keep paying per person in there. We want to keep that as trim as possible. So just keep that in mind, that just to go through every step matters. You may think it's trivial and it doesn't do anything, but it has to do with billing. It has to do with our whole process. And again, just stick to protocol. Every step has a purpose. I just want you guys to realize it and know that it's true, So sorry, what were you asking?
I was asking you, how was that deal going with Matt and his parents? I mean, Matt, the basketball guy that we talked to the other day. Wasn't his name Matt?
Under sales managers?
No, I'm saying the guy you had me talk to the other day.
Oh, yeah. Mark.
Mark, okay.
Yep. Yeah, he was his wife or his ex-wife or whatever. She called and told me he'll be gone this weekend and he'll be getting everything signed up the beginning of the week. But I have his number, and I'm not going to just sit there and assume he's going to do it. I'm definitely going to retouch with him by tomorrow morning at the latest. But they're excited. I mean, you landed them, Craig, when you talked to them. They're all in. So.
Good.
So yeah, again, guys, just remember all these stages right here. All of these things need to be moved as you accomplish it. Just keep moving them along, and if you forget anything, here it is. All the flow chart's got it all. It's not that in depth. It's a pretty basic flow chart. I kept it as clean as I could. So. And the video, you got to watch it a few times. So, anything else?
No, that's pretty. You guys have any more questions for me?
No, I just want to make sure that my email gets over there. I'm on my email now, askersdante@gmail.com. So I'm asking Craig or Daryl to help me finish it where it'll get to you.
Craig can't help you with none of that.
Well, so then Daryl.
You got to get other.
I sent it to you.
Yeah. So I send you an information to you, and then once you do that, it's pretty simple. Not just talking over there now.
Because I'm online right now.
Well, after we finish with Ryan, we'll sit down and make sure you got it.
Yeah.
And then I'll text Jason to make sure you got your code. And then before we get out of here, I'm gonna have Daryl show you how you go in.
Yeah, that's good stuff, Ryan, right there. That CRM is lifeblood.
Yeah, because I can
it
know about what Chad's taking.
And you're right, because I put a lot of these personally in there. So I don't know if you and Chad, y'all should be going in there and fight for
Yeah.
And now,
All right.
Quit learn how to get this stuff in there. He said they come up Calabasas, leave him alone.
Yep. There's a lot of stuff in here.
So Ryan, you got anything going at 5 o'clock today?
Say that again. You're getting a little blaring.
I said, you have anything going on at 5 o'clock today?
I don't think nothing on calendar. I mean, who knows what could happen, but I could probably make myself free. What do you got?
I gotta get John, our football guy. I gotta get him up to speed. So
Okay.
I'm not having unless me and you and him talk together to get it done.
Okay. I'll make myself available.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna shoot him a text and I'm gonna confirm, and I'll send it to you in the next half hour.
Okay. Sounds good.
Go get some emergency.
I know, right? You can hear it, huh?
Yeah, I'll
Wait,
talk to you
I got it
later.
written down because I never used it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So because I'm at my mom today, that's kind of what I'm doing. She said it to me or called me and everything. Like from here, I'm going to my mom's house, and this is pretty much what I'm doing. So just hit me, I'll send it to you. Whatever you need.
Right.
So you just have everything right
Or
there.
if not, send it to this email.
Okay. So that way you have everything in that one
Right.
email. So you just click on the hyperlink and you get to it. Okay.
Yahoo. Just send.
I can send that to you. I can send the video, the athletics TV channel, so I can see a list of different stuff that eventually at some point you don't navigate and go to.
Okay,
anyway.
well, send it to this one.
Okay.
All the information. And then I can send it from this one
To that one. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? But this is the one I go on every day, every single day. I set this one up for the payroll and stuff and never use
So
it.
you just forward it to your.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I just want to make sure I got all the flow chart, whatever information. I just want this website.
So I'll put all this, pretty much over everything because we have So he's going to send this CRM, so he sends it to us.
Right.
You just have to load it.
Right.
I'll send this, the one that I did, and for the info manager, cat stage, all the different stuff that we're basically.
Right, a lot of stuff I did.
Yeah. And then there'll be in one email, so that way you can click on it,
Right.
whatever you want to go to and navigate to.
Okay.
For sure, just hit me up anytime.
Okay.
I'm at my mom's house today.
Okay.
Or some stuff.
So, once they put it in
Ryan, you still
there,
taking?
it goes in there, and when it goes in here.
Hey, are you guys still there?
Yeah,
Still here.
yeah.
Check this out real quick. Here's something else that you guys I forgot to tell you. When you're in here and we're in this contact right now, you know, there's all this stuff in here, but check this out on the bottom left. This is a timeline of what's happened and when it happened too. So if you ever get, you know, hey, when did I speak to them, or, you know, what happened with that, or blah, 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 you can go in here and you can even make, you can even comment on your own stages. You know what I mean? And you can just put whatever makes sense. So I just wanted you guys to see that, because I kind of forgot to show you that, and I think it's obviously pretty important.
Once they learn all these different things, what they can do with the system, really, it's just a tool to help you manage yourself. Right. Basically, is what.
Now, when does the info manager come in? They see all this also?
Well, when it comes down to lead a sign, once you go in there and you say deal, done deal, or no deal, then the info manager thing pops up, right?
Say it again now.
Now, info manager, like they're saying, we got a couple of just info managers in here. They go in the morning and check the info, or they touch base with Rob, who's the info manager, or how should they do that? Just go in there to find out, because
Yeah,
once-
if you
once the sales
exactly.
girl signs it, and then they get to the point, the info manager, they have to put in an info manager. Either they put it in their cell or they put it in somebody else, and then it goes to that info manager, right?
They could do either or. And the other, well, you could do whatever. And when you guys get in, I want to make sure you guys are seeing everything that I see, because you guys aren't admins to this back panel. So I may need to, you know, there may be something you guys don't see that you do need. We're not trying to clip anybody, you know, and not give you anything you don't need. So just let me know if something doesn't show up. Don't assume that we're trying to keep it from you. Assume that I didn't set it up right, and let me know.
So say for instance the deal gets done, and now it gets to the info manager side, and then you go in there, what's that, and you click there. And if you want Ajon to be your info manager, you put his name in there, and then click on his email address. Am I right, Ryan?
That's exactly right.
Okay, that's what I was going to make my question.
Yep, and then that's what will happen. So when they go into the deals and they look under Info Manager, you can see everyone's deals, or you can see my deals or whatever, and then that shows you what I have and what stage they're at. So every day you just go in and see, and then there's a money value on this too, if you guys didn't see that as well. But like sales managers here, we know we got, you know, $5.7 thousand sitting in there in potential new leads. So we want to go in and make sure we're getting that. Lead assigned, we got over $6,000 in lead assigned for people to start getting over there and set up that sales meeting. If they, like for me personally, I just call them. I go through all the automations, but I'm calling them too. Like right off the bat, I'm not relying on the automations to handle everything. I know they're going to, but I'm way more verbal. I want to get them on the phone and all that. It's great that all this stuff does this, and it keeps us all in line and keeps us on track. But at the end of the day, I want to make sure I make verbal contact. And because if I could, you guys know it's possible to literally go from step one right here. That's what's cool about our system. You can go right here, step one, sign them up, to right here, closing them. That could happen in a 45-minute meeting. I already, you know what I mean? That could happen in 45 minutes. So all this crap right here in the middle, you know, don't get, you know, paralysis by analysis, falling in love with the process. We're just trying to get to here. We're just trying to get that family health and get that money in our bank account and move on to the next client.
Trying to send them that thank you.
Hey, Ryan, can you give me an example of what you do when you call them?
Yeah, when I'll call them, yeah, absolutely. I'll go like this. This is exactly what I do. So let's say I got a new lead in, right? And let's just say my buddy Chuck. He came in. This is a friend of mine. This was like shooting fish in a bucket. I mean, he was just, all I had to do was show it to him and I got it. But I go in and I would say, okay, this person just came in. I'm going to sign the lead. And I go right here. I get their phone number. And boom, there's their phone number. And I start calling and I say, hey, hi, I'd find out the parent's name. There's the student's name's Kayla. And then you want to get mom and dad's name, all the info they fill out. So I'd call up and I'd say, hey, Chuck, how are you? This is Ryan with Athletic Scholarships RS. I noticed you signed up for the free profile. I wanted to see if you had any questions on how to get the profile set up and if you guys got to see how awesome it is. And I started off like that. And then the best thing for me and I'm sure it works in your sport as well, everybody's sports, but the second you let them start talking about their kid, you're going to have to start shutting them up. And that's the best part. We don't want to shut them up necessarily, but you know what I mean? So I like to do those lead-in questions like, hey, Chuck, did Kayla get to sign that up? And how's she doing in sports, by the way? How's things going? How's her team look? Boom. There's your icebreaker. They'll tell you everything. They'll tell you everything that's happened every pitch of the game since she started playing when she was 7.
Yeah.
So I like to leave that open, and then I'll just continue on. Say, okay, well, you got to sign up for that. Darn it! Sorry, this thing's in the way. And I'll have this open too, so I'll have socks up. If I know they signed up, actually.
Right. Did Kayla, did she make a socks page?
Did what?
Did Kayla make a socks page yet?
I think I got the right one. Ah, darn it. I got it spelt wrong. I can't remember what her URL is, but yeah. Oh, you know what? We might have done this. Here's another thing, guys. Don't be shy and afraid to do this with them. I had Chuck going by Kayla Whitehead 2017 or graduating year.com. Boom. Did you guys catch that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I told them to go buy it at GoDaddy. It would cost them $10, and now every email they send out says, hey, Coach, you can check out my profile at KaylaWhitehead2017.com, and that's just forwarding straight to her socks page. The only bummer is when you go and look at their stuff is it ties into your account. So you'll be going through this and all of a sudden it'll switch into your own. So you just got to make sure you're logged out. But yeah, they got all of her info in. They're getting their headshots done this weekend. So she's going to put a brand new headshot of her new team photo. And she's already set up her social media, and we're going to be linking that. And Chuck's the one I'm supposed to talk to tonight, hopefully, and he's going to close. But so I'll go right into here and be like, oh, okay, great, guys. You're doing a good job. Hey, let's make sure we get your picture in here, and let's go ahead and go in and show them how to sign in and say, hey, go sign in. Excuse me, sorry. Go sign in and, go get your social media linked to this. So everything's all set up and ready to rock, so we start sending out your emails and put in KaylaWhitehead2017.com for all the coaches. They go to see all your info. So there's a lot of good info in here for them to fill out. their games and everything. And, you know, for those of you that aren't familiar, the girls can have this app on their phone, and they can update all of their social media and their profile all from right there. Boom. They just sign in, do it one time, done. Everything all at once. So like I like to explain to people, and trust me, everybody in softball knows this. I don't know about how other sports do it, but, you know, we could very well be Saturday night thinking we're playing at 8 a.m. on field 1, and at 9 o'clock Saturday night, it could get changed. So the girls start panicking and freaking out that their coaches are supposed to be there at 8. They don't know they're going to play at 10 now. Now the girls can go right into their app and punch in their schedule change, and it updates their coach right away too. So they see that. So then she can just send out a email to her coach, say, hey, coach, there was a, you know, schedule change if she wants to go and do that. I just want to make sure you know it's on my profile. It's already been updated. So it just makes things
a couple of years ago when we were doing our recruiting service, we wanted to add a piece.
You wanted to add what?
We wanted to add a piece of a player locator. So they could use this, like if they build their Sox page and they're a junior and they're going to be in Fab 48 and they're going to be, and they know their schedule, they're going to be at gym, whatever gym it may be, they can add that in and then we can send it to a coach. So now the coach knows where is he going to be at so he can go see that player.
Right.
Man, it's 12 o'clock, man. It's 2 o'clock. Man, how did we do that, Daryl?
All right, let's finish this meeting. So it's going to be recorded.
So basically, we could use this like that. So we can tell a player, hey, we can get your information to a coach to come see you play at this time, at this gym, at this day.
Perfect. Yeah.
You got it. Rob has a question.
Like when they sign up, say, we go all the way through, they sign up.
Right.
They go through the info. You know, info manager picks it up.
Right.
We give them the 2 sessions with them.
Right.
They pick the 20 schools, or start off with 20 schools. Right. Then what's the contact to the coaches who takes over that portion?
You do. The info manager.
Okay.
So the info manager, the first one, he's going to do a demo. He's going to get the 20 schools, and he's going to give them the 20 schools that day. Okay, I need you to narrow it to 5. So now let's set, I would set the calendar right then and there. How long do you need to do that?
Yep.
So, okay, let's go ahead and put it on my calendar right now. A week from today, we're going to talk. You're going to narrow it to 5. And then from there, I'm going to send your profile to those 5.
Profile.
Yeah, because when you click that profile, it turns into like when you put the information in, it turns into like I'm actually creating a video for the whole
That's what I'm saying.
That's what the implement. Yeah.
So they say, oh, we want these 5 schools to get our information. So that link was
That link you would go directly again. We have to get the coach information part of the
Right.
send it to that coach. And there's a format, say, coach, here's the key, or whatever the verbiage is. But you'll contact that coach. Obviously, I'm going to be the head coach, I'm going to be the assistant, or whatever. You'll contact me. I'll send you, it's 5 numbers on there, you'll call all 5 people. Or pour that particular school, and you create like, hey, there's 4 other schools in your same division, and create that urgency to that link. We're able to control the expiration of it, 24, 48 hours.
And that's built into the software.
And everything's built into software. So I can show you that I'm actually
Do that question?
doing that as well.
So you're emailing plus give them a phone.
Correct. Yeah. So that way,
Because a lot of coaches,
Yeah.
that number is
Right. Right.
School, that's a school number.
Right.
And it's not his personal.
Right.
Until he got it.
Right.
He meant talk to him.
Right.
He said,
Right.
this is my cell phone.
Yeah,
That's how you.
but that video coordinator that's in there, their job, they're trying to move up. So they're like, hey, I'm the coach, to be able to
being a student, I used to be a student athlete, and I hate it with a passion just to be just an athlete. So like, could you just like implement something in there that's just like a bio and just say what do you want to do besides your particular sport or whatnot?
Yeah.
So
That's all built into.
So I mean, once like, all right, and then like they can talk to an ex-student athlete or something like that. I mean, a lot of times they get in this raffle of thinking that they're going to be the next one or they're going to.
That's why all the info managers are ex-student athletes. So you be an info manager, you have a list of questions. You might call it in a bit on top of me, but it tells you step by step and the questions to ask and how to create that rapport with that. Because you're not just talking to the student athlete, you're talking to the student athlete and his parent. That's the job of the info manager, because one way or the other don't work. So when you set this appointment, you need to be setting this appointment with the parent, because that's the email that drives it, the parent's email, not the kid's email. The parent's email and the kid's email, and you need to have this meeting with both of them. I did, what's the name? I talked to the mom and them, but then he ain't on the line. He might not like those schools that I showed him. Right. What's the point of that? And the parent might want to understand the West Coast, but shit, he's tired of his parents. He want to go to the East Coast. Right? He want to get away from home. But his mom and them was telling me to populate the West Coast.
So, Ryan, regarding this meeting, are we still recording? Are we still on? We want to move on to, because a lot of the questions will be answered once we get able to show the software and go through the process. So you probably end up answering a lot of your questions. And right now we're going through a whole different portion, which is the CRM versus what you guys are starting. And he's still recording right now, so that's why we're trying to send this out to probably nobody now.
No, we don't chop it up. Ryan, chop it up.
Yeah, sorry about that, Ryan. I know you was kind of on there.
No, Ryan, good at turning that down.
Next question was, what was there yesterday?
You're right on that team.
Hey, check this out. I'm going to take Chuck right now, and I wanted you guys to see this. Just in case you didn't know, I can drop him right up to 1 if I won the deal. You can grab him graphically, too. Or I can just take him and drop him into meeting set. See what I mean? As opposed to when we look at him here, we can just go up here and do it as well. I just wanted you guys to know for the quick down and dirty, and now you see how everything's lit up and the rest is grayed out.
Because you have it in 1, right?
Yep. Yeah, I haven't won him yet, but I do have my meeting set with him tonight. So I just moved him over to meeting set so you guys can see that. But I wanted you to see that I could do it different ways. If you're in here and you go, oh yeah, okay, I already got him. Adam, I haven't set a meeting with Adam, so this is perfect. I'm actually going to do this right now. No sales meeting set. Boom. That right there kicks out an automation. It's sending a reminder Calendly invite to him that, hey, just wanted to check in. We haven't contacted. I wanted to let you know my calendar's still open. So something along those lines. So he's getting one of those right now. And Adam's just some guy I met out at the softball field a few weeks ago.
Okay.
And then Debbie, that's my.
It's 23 days ago, right?
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, this one right here, this is actually.
Why has that person been in there 23 days and he ain't turned into a sale? You need to sign up.
Be cracking a whip. I'll be cracking a whip. You know who that is? That's Brian Stansel's wife. That's who it is. Yeah, and then this guy right here, this is another guy. I want to make sure I got him all set up. Yeah, I did. Okay. He's already been lead assigned. His daughter's a 2020 softball player, and he's another one. I need to. See, this is a perfect example, you guys.
You see,
I want you guys to understand, for him, what I should have done, but I know him personally, so I didn't do it, but what should have happened is his daughter got hurt and hasn't been playing. So I could have put that in there, but she's back now, and I should have put that in as a task to retouch base with them when she fires back up, find out how, if she's going to require surgery, where their status is. That's another great reason to use the tasks thing.
That's a great thing too, because once they get in the system, we always want to feel like they're part of the athletic scholarship for us family. We just don't want to just 315. We're concerned. Okay, when are you going to have surgery? What's going to happen? How are you doing? Let us make sure we follow up so we can still get you into college.
That's right. And there's nothing wrong with calling them and spending 5 minutes on the phone and say, hey, Rudy, I just wanted to call and see how Haley's doing. How's she doing mentally? Is she hanging in there? Just checking in, man. I just want, I want to know. Is the kid okay?
And the whole thing now, even if she can't play anymore, we click the academic only button and still get her to college.
That's right. Absolutely. Because if she can't play and she's still hurt, let's still show you. We'll still get that list going of schools that she academically matches up for, man, and let's get you going into the college application training program, because there's still a lot of money out there that people don't know about, and we want to make sure we get Haley her education for as cheap as possible, if not free.
Right, and then we're still doing our job. We're helping every kid, even if they're athlete, non-athlete, they're hurt, whatever it is. We still have an avenue for them to go to.
Yeah, that's a great point, Craig. Look, virtually every single person that comes into our system is a potential client, whether they're good, bad, injured, healthy. It doesn't matter. We can still help them get an education.
Yeah,
still help.
Scholarships that are available.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, once we get off of Ryan, so you can see it.
Yeah. Hey, how we doing, guys? I'm getting my phone's blowing up. I got to get back to this lady. Is everybody cool in the game right now?
And take what you recorded and just send it to me so that way I can look at it. And no matter what, we'll send it out to people. It sure can help.
Okay, 10-4. And just so everybody that's on the call, so you guys know, man, you got my phone number. It's easy to get. Don't hesitate to call me. If I don't answer, I'll call you back. If you got any questions at all, or you're sitting snagged on something that you can just get a quick answer to, feel free, man. I'm self-employed. I don't sleep.
All right. Hey, Ron.